the best coaster I've ever been on. It's so smooth. It's fast. It's it's in the dark. It propels you backwards to start out into the ride. The thing turns 360. It's always facing whatever's showing on the screen or whatever. My favorite part of that ride is when you go into that downward spiral, around the planet, and it keeps getting faster and faster and faster. It's so smooth. And then obviously, the cherry on the cake is the music. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I'm an 80s kid. I like all the 80s music. I listen to every type of music. There's nothing I really don't listen to at all. So all those songs I love, so everything about that ride I love, and I know you agree too.
That's right.
I think we've ridden it 3 times together. So
that's right.
Might have to post some of those ride pictures on the Facebook page.
Yeah, for sure. But
yeah, absolutely. That is one that I'm probably trying to ride at least 3 times a trip. I'm definitely doing a standby. I'm paying for a lightning lane. I'm trying to rope drop it. I'm hitting that as many times as I can. It's that good for me. It's that good. That's the best coaster I've ever been on, hands down.
I tell you, every time I ride that ride, I'm smiling ear to ear. I mean, from the moment I get in the queue until the moment I walk out that door, smiling, man. It's just so fun. It's so exciting. It's literally the best ride that I've ever rode at any park, and it goes without saying, just the theming, everything about it, even with Terry Crews, with the Guardians, with everything, the little Easter egg jokes, the soundtracks, how you get a random song every time. And unless you're, going September 21st, then you get, September every day, every ride, which even that's fun. But people are like literally dancing in the seats with every train, and that's just so cool, and everybody has the same reaction when they get off the ride, and everybody's just like, yeah, and clapping and cheering and everything, and they just love it, and it's so exciting to me, and I just wrote it like a couple weeks ago with 2 people that had never rode it before, and shout out to them, and hopefully they'll be listening for too long to our podcast, but and these 2 people, they were 2 ladies, and they were like unbelievable. It was like mind blown. It was like, they go, we want to ride it again, and our other friends were like, well, we'll either have to do standby or whatever. We can only spend, buy one individual lightning lane a day, and they were like, what? They're like, they're like, we'll stand in a 3-hour line to ride it again, and they're like, okay, and so, that's the whole thing, right? Like, you get somebody that's a newbie to the park, or somebody that's not a park person, and they ride that ride and they're like, oh my God, I got to ride that thing again. I've got to do it, because it blows their face off, That's what I love about it, and it's just the excitement. It's just that thrill, that joy that everybody gets from riding that ride. And man, it's second to none.
Yeah.
It is.
The first time I rode it was on one of our trips together, and I was with our mutual friend, with Pam. And when she, she's like, all right, follow me. You got to follow me. I'm going to show you where to go. Just make sure you stay tight. And she's, we're winding through, and, through the first pre-show, and, with, what's her name there? I forget her name. I'm blanking out on her name.
Lisa.
No. The actress.
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close. So she's like, okay, follow me. We're gonna go through the door on the right, and then we go through there. She's like, all right, follow me. We're gonna go on the right. We're gonna stay on the right and stay away from the wall. And as soon as the doors open up, she's like, all right, and then we'll kind of run and follow. And this is the first time I ever wrote it, and I didn't know anything about it. And I think
they've changed the queue this week.
Yeah, I read that. So they're stopping people from doing that,
right?
According to if you're in standby. If you're in standby, they're making everybody go to the left.
Yeah.
And if the only people that are going to the right with the doors are the people with the lightning lane.
Yeah,
that's what I read.
Which is fine.
It's fine. You know what? I mean, everybody.
So when I went a few weeks ago, I went with those same people, right? And what was cool was they were real chill this time, because we weren't running, and they're like, okay, wherever we fit in the line, and so that made it a little more, it was a little different, and it was cool. It was so fun, and everybody just loves it, man. And man, I just can't say enough about it.